mynews.studio.
A single molecule discovered in Texas could soon change the fight against the world's deadliest infectious disease. Is this finally the moment tuberculosis loses its grip?
Today is August 24th, 2025. Let's get right to the heart of it. Tuberculosis, or TB, still claims over 1.2 million lives each year, even though we know how to prevent and cure it. Why is it still such a huge problem?
The main obstacle is drug resistance. TB bacteria have adapted over time, so many of our standard treatments no longer work as well. This is an even bigger issue in places where healthcare and diagnostics aren't always easy to access.
That brings us to the new breakthrough, CMX-410. What sets this compound apart from previous drugs?
CMX-410 stands out because it targets a particular enzyme called PKS13. This enzyme is essential for TB bacteria to build their cell wall. What's different here is that CMX-410 binds irreversibly to PKS13, basically blocking the bacteria's survival mechanism. Earlier drugs didn't have this kind of lasting effect, so resistance developed over time.
So, does that mean it works on TB strains that don't respond to other drugs?
Yes, exactly. In animal studies, CMX-410 has shown strong activity against both regular and drug-resistant TB. Another important point is its specificity. It targets TB bacteria without disrupting the good bacteria in the body. That should help reduce side effects.
Fewer side effects are always good, but does it mix well with the treatments doctors already use? TB treatment is notorious for being long and complicated.
That's actually a major benefit. CMX-410 can be used safely alongside existing TB antibiotics. This could mean shorter or simpler treatments. Right now, patients can be on therapy for 6 months or more, often taking several drugs at once.
How soon could people actually see CMX-410 in clinics? What's the timeline here?
A next step is clinical trials in humans to check safety and effectiveness. If those go well, the next big hurdle is making sure the drug is affordable and accessible. There's a real effort to avoid the delays we've seen with other treatments. Think of how long HIV drugs took to become widely available.
Distribution always seems to be the hardest part. Are global health groups already planning for this? How do we make sure CMX-410 reaches people who need it most?
The World Health Organization and its partners are already discussing strategies. They're looking at bulk purchases, tiered pricing, and partnerships with groups like Gavi and the Global Fund to help cover costs. The aim is to get the drug to all countries, not just the wealthiest.
But this isn't just about new drugs, is it? I've seen reports about new vaccines and shorter treatment regimens coming out too.
Right, the WHO just approved a new 6-month all-oral treatment for drug-resistant TB. The clinical trials back up its effectiveness. And there are promising vaccines, M72, AS01E, for example, that are in late-stage trials and might offer strong protection, especially for teens and adults.
If we combine new drugs, shorter treatments, and vaccines, is there a real chance we could finally control TB on a global scale?
That's the goal. By using better drugs, effective vaccines, and shorter regimens, we could see a big drop in new cases and less drug resistance. But it will take political commitment, funding, and solid health systems to make it happen.
Getting these treatments to rural or conflict-affected areas is always tough. How do we tackle those barriers?
It's a huge challenge. It comes down to reliable supply chains, training local health workers, strong community outreach, and ongoing funding. History shows that just having a new drug isn't enough. Implementation is everything.
Why does this matter to people in countries where TB isn't common?
TB is a global threat. Drug-resistant strains can cross borders, so controlling TB helps protect everyone. It also saves money and makes public health systems stronger. CMX-410 is about science, but also about fairness and working together across countries.
So, just to sum up, you could be looking at a real turning point, a new compound, CMX410, that works even against drug-resistant TB, plus shorter treatments and new vaccines. It all comes down to whether science, policy, and logistics can move together in the next few years.
That's the key question. Thanks for joining us as we sort through the facts behind the headlines.
Thanks for listening. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. Give it a try for free.